Hey, everybody. I hope you're sliding into this day beautifully. It's Liz. We are here to recite Chapter 7 of Universal Secrets of Telecosmic Power by Anthony Norvell. 7 telecosmograms that release a flood tide of power for getting rich. Who doesn't want that? I remind you that all my coaching, all my services are open. You can reach me below. And my new book, The Light Within, is coming out soon. All right. Did you ever read the fable that tells about King Midas and how he was granted the golden touch, which turned everything he touched into solid gold? Have you ever wished there were some magic formula which, like the golden Midas touch, you could use to bring you a flood tide of power for getting rich? In this chapter, we shall explore the method by which you may use telecosmic power, like a veritable golden Midas touch, to turn your thoughts into the glittering gold of riches and abundance. Successful and rich people automatically invoke 7 telecosmograms that trigger their subconscious minds with a flood tide of creative power that drives them in the direction of riches. I have met many millionaires and a few billionaires in my lifetime, and I've carefully analyzed their minds, their careers, and the methods by which they achieved fame and fortune. In each instance, I found out they automatically used certain mental formulas and thought in certain ways that programmed them to money, recognition, and outstanding success in their chosen fields. I've condensed the lifetime philosophies and creative principles of these rich men and discovered that they all used our subconscious telecosmic power without being aware of it. Subconscious telecosmic power is back of all man's great discoveries, men and women, of course, mostly men in the past. As you look back at the historic march of events in recorded history, you will realize that some higher mind power was back of all man's great discoveries and achievements. Always, your subconscious mind knows more than your conscious mind. It is trying constantly to penetrate the veils of ignorance and superstition that hold back progress, and to bring into the forefront of consciousness new discoveries for man's evolutionary progress toward successful living. In applying the following 7 telecosmograms to release a golden flood tide of power for getting rich, you need not memorize all of them. Write down on a filing card each of the telecosmograms that you feel you need for immediate use. Each day, carry this filing card in your pocketbook or put it on a mirror or wall where you can read it several times a day when its dynamic message has once been programmed into your subconscious mind. You need only think or say the keywords that trigger that particular telecosmogram. It will have an immediate effect on your subconscious mind, causing it to release the particular information that you require for attracting more money or discovering new ideas that can help you in your life. The 7 telecosmograms that can release a golden flood tide of power for making you rich. 1. I desire. I now invoke the power of my subconscious mind to release a flood tide of golden ideas that can make me rich. When you have stated the above telecosmogram to your subconscious mind 7 times, sit quietly and flash the following telecosmograms to your higher mind. By invoking the words or creative commands, at the same time you project the cosmic pictures of the things you want, you create a dynamic magnetism within your higher brain centers that works like a magnet, attracting to you the persons, situations, and objects which you have projected through telecosmic power. Remember also, it is not your subconscious mind alone which is being programmed, but it is your superconscious mind which relays its messages to the cosmic mind, which created all things and which is then set into motion to bring you whatever it is you desire. This cosmic telepathy flashes signals to every part of God's universe and works like a vast system of telegraphic signals to every cell of the living universe. This is how everything in the universe operates under such perfect cosmic law. When you attune your higher mind to this cosmic mind, your telecosmograms and telecosmographs will instantly be flashed to this highest form of all intelligence, and they will be executed without question or delay. Hold these telecosmographs in your mind with the telecosmogram, I desire. Visualize yourself receiving brilliant ideas that can make you successful and rich. See yourself going into your own business. See money pouring in from many sources. Mentally go on a shopping spree and visualize all the things you are going to buy with your money. Project the picture of the house or apartment you want to live in. Cut pictures out of homemaking magazines of your perfect dream home. Paste these pictures into a scrapbook of destiny, vision board. Then cut out pictures of the furnishings you want in that home and paste them in also. Each night, just before retiring, look at those photographs and project them to your subconscious mind as the ideals you wish to attract. When you see a photograph of the type of car you wish to own and drive, cut it out of the magazine and paste it into your scrapbook of destiny. Then mentally sit in meditation and drive the car, visit your friends, go out into the country on picnics, see yourself driving to your place of business. As you make that car a reality in your consciousness, the mental forces are already working to make it come into the dimensions of the present. If you wish to have money to travel, project the telecosmographs of the countries you wish to visit. Get travel literature from agencies that show colorful pictures of England, France, Spain and Greece, or Hawaii, or any other country you want to visit. Paste these into your scrapbook of destiny. Look at these pictures every night before going to bed. Recall them as often as you can during the day and see yourself on the plane or boat going to these chosen foreign countries. How a singer traveled around the world. A singer who once appeared for me at one of my lectures at Carnegie Hall came to a few classes and learned the secret of telecosmic power. She told me one day, "I have always wanted to travel around the world, but never had enough money." I told her to invoke the telecosmograms and telecosmographs given above, projecting herself to a luxury liner going around the world, and not to worry about how the money would come. Remember, how's not your business. She went to a travel agency to obtain travel folders about a luxury cruise around the world that they had advertised, which cost close to $5,000. In talking to the courteous woman in the travel agency, she revealed that she was a classical singer and that she had sung at Carnegie Hall and Town Hall, as well as with the New York City Opera Center. The woman asked her, "Have you ever thought of getting a job as an entertainer on a cruise ship going around the world?" This was the first time this idea had ever been suggested to the singer. She made inquiries and found out where she should go to see about being booked on such a cruise. The singer had her interview, and after giving an audition showing she could sing classical as well as popular music, she was booked on the $5,000 round-the-world cruise and was paid for her services as well. How awesome. This woman invoked this power and won an entire set of furniture. Another woman in our New York City lecture group invoked the telecosmogram I Desire with the projection of the telecosmographs of new furnishings for her apartment. She lived in a rent-frozen apartment where she had been for 25 years, and she didn't want to move, but she did want new furniture. She had no extra cash to buy it, so she began to invoke the I Desire telecosmographs and telecosmograms. For free entertainment in the evenings, she was in the habit of going to some of the free TV shows which allowed audiences to participate. One day, she entered her name on a blank that had been handed to her at the door when she entered. She signed it and dropped it into the basket. Later, during the filming of the show, her name was called, and she found she was a contestant in a giveaway type of program where the contestants had to guess the answers to certain questions. She and 3 other people were on the stage trying to guess the correct answers to the question. She picked a category she was familiar with, which was geography, having once been a grammar school teacher, and she answered every one of the questions correctly. Her prize? A complete set of household furnishings, living room suite, bedroom suite, dining table, refrigerator, electric stoves, chairs, and even a new color TV set. This woman is convinced that her higher mind guided her to that particular TV show on that special day to make it possible for her to attract the things she had programmed through the keywords I desire. Number 2, I dream. I dream the big dream, knowing that back of all creation is a blueprint or dream that has created everything in the universe. I am a part of God's dream for perfect living, and I now invoke the power of my higher mind to bring me the perfect destiny which I desire. Every time you desire something, flash the telecosmogram I dream to your subconscious mind, and it will trigger your higher mind with ideas for creative action that will project your dreams to the outer world. The first primitive man who saw a stone rolling down a mountainside and dreamed of a wheel attached to a cart changed the course of history. Science calls this one of the greatest of all inventions. The first time a man saw a bird flying and dreamed that one day man would grow wings and soar into the upper reaches of the universe. In that moment was born the modern jet plane, and with it, the further advanced dream that one day man would walk on the moon. He fulfilled his dreams because always inherent in the dream is its fulfillment. Man's dreams have always preceded his science, invention, art, music, literature, industry, and progress. Your inner dreams are the building blocks of your destiny. Project the telecosmographs of your dreams to your subconscious mind. Sit in regular sessions where you daydream about your life. See the perfect romance or marriage that you desire. Project the ideal type of work you want to be in. See the dream house, complete in every detail, including the location, number of rooms, garden, and even the entertaining of your friends. Project the dream of the perfect, healthy body with youth and vitality and long life. Dream of the day you'll be magnetic, charming, and popular, surrounded by a circle of loving friends. I love that. Use the I Dare telecosmogram to achieve greatness. I dare, number 3. I dare to explore the new frontiers of adventure and excitement that beckon me in the future. I now program a great destiny made up of exciting new experiences in which I shall carry out all my secret plans and ambitions. I shall have the courage to try the impossible, to achieve great deeds, to project brilliant ideas that can revolutionize the world. The man who dreams something into existence and then dares to follow through with his dreams is called a genius by humanity. Think of the daring of a man to split the atom and release its awesome powers. The daring it took for the Wright brothers to enter their flimsy flying machine and prove that man could fly. The daring of Churchill and Eisenhower to believe that their invasion of the European continent would prove successful in winning the war against Hitler. Project the following telecosmographs with the keywords I dare. Visualize yourself daring to try your hand in a new job where you are in charge of a business or the manager of an office. Instead of being afraid to try something new, make up your mind that you are intelligent enough to be at the top of your profession. See yourself singing or speaking or teaching before large groups of people, if this is your desire. Mentally appear on the concert stage and hear the applause of your audience. Make up a speech and deliver it before a large audience. If you want to be an actor, project the telecosmograph of yourself appearing before the TV cameras or on social media or on the stage or in motion pictures. Go through the scenes that you will play. Mentally see your name on the screen, on theater marquees. See yourself being written up in Time and Newsweek. A young actor to whom I gave this secret of telecosmic power when he was a beginning player at MGM Studios a few years ago was Roger Moore. He began to project that he would be a success as an actor. He made several pictures in Hollywood, but they were not very successful. He kept projecting telecosmographs that he would one day be a big success on TV and in motion pictures. He was later guided to go back to his native England, where he became the star in a successful TV series, The Saint, that ran for several years. His career received a new impetus, and he was soon reported in the magazine he had carefully projected his name would appear in, Life, Newsweek, and Time, as well as hundreds of others. By the way, we know all of his future careers too, as in 007. Project the I do telecosmogram for instant action. 4. I do. I aspire to great heights in my future destiny. I do the things that will automatically bring me success, riches, and recognition. I do overcome the negative programmings that have held me back in life, and I now project my dream of achievement to the world of reality, knowing that it will come true. The telecosmograms for I do stir up vortices of atomic action within your brain centers, causing you to be inspired to do the things you have daydreamed about. As action is the first law in the universe, you will create dynamic patterns of action within your higher brain centers through the use of this telecosmogram. Use the following telecosmographs to add impetus to your keywords I do. See yourself doing the things you have always thought about, but you kept putting off. Go for that interview for the better job and be confident you'll be hired. Write the 5 letters to prospective employers and be sure that one of them will engage you. I knew one young man who graduated from a course in business administration and used these telecosmograms to win a big position. He wrote 5 letters to heads of big corporations, giving his qualifications. and stating that his salary would be $15,000 a year as a junior executive. When he was given a position with one of the firms, the head of the company told him the fact that he thought himself worth $15,000 a year for a beginning salary impressed him. He said, "Any young fellow just out of college who believes he is worth that much money must have something to give." What a baller, huh? Project your mind to the new location where you want to move. Perhaps you're not satisfied with your present work or home and think you should live in Arizona, California, or Florida to avoid the cold of the eastern or midwestern states. Program your subconscious mind with the telecosmographs of the action you want to take. Invoke the I do keywords, and they will automatically trigger the dynamic action that will put you in your right place. How a man and his wife moved to Florida. A man and his wife were very unhappy in the cold northeastern city where they lived. They learned about telecosmic power and began to invoke the telecosmographs for doing what they wanted to achieve perfect living. They cut pictures of sunny Florida out of magazines and travel literature. They projected a little white cottage beside a sunlit lagoon. They saw the husband working in a nearby business. They projected a small car that would be economical to keep up. I received a letter from this couple from a city in Florida with a photograph enclosed of the little white cottage, the waving palm trees, and blue skies beside the little lagoon of which they dreamed. The husband, true to their mental projection, was working in a factory nearby, and parked at the curb in front of their dream home was the little Volkswagen they had projected. Use the verbs of action, I am, to create new activity. I am is a great thing. I do tell my clients, write out 20 I am statements every day. Number 5, I am. I now program my higher subconscious mind with my true identity and value. I am created to know successful living on all planes of consciousness. I am perfect. I am illumined mentally and spiritually. I am worthy of the best life has to offer. I am in attunement with riches and abundance and now attract to myself success, money, fame, recognition, friends, love, happiness, perfect health, and peace of mind. Now, I'm going to read this again more slowly because, in a way, this may be all we need. Okay, here we go. I am. I now program my higher subconscious mind with my true identity and value. I am created to know successful living on all planes of consciousness. I am perfect. I am illumined mentally and spiritually. I am worthy of the best life has to offer. I am in attunement with riches and abundance, and now attract to myself success, money, fame, recognition, friends, love, happiness, perfect health, and peace of mind. The keywords I am trigger from your subconscious mind an automatic response of everything that you really are. Feed the above telecosmograms into your subconscious mind each day until they become a part of the automatic response mechanism of your higher mind, creating the true value that you now believe you are worthy to the world and to yourself. Instead of negatively programming yourself with the I am not or I can't statements, change them to I am statements. I am happy. I am successful. I am rich. I am talented. I am on the way to great achievements. I am healthy, young, and vital. I am loving and kind. I am important. I am great. I am happy, healthy, and wealthy. I'm getting better and better every day. I'm wonderful and amazing. When you have fed all of the above telecosmograms into your subconscious mind, sit quietly for a few moments each day and program these telecosmographs to your higher mind. Experience the emotion of happiness. Call up all the happy memories that make up the beautiful mosaic of your past and relive them in your mind. Project to your subconscious mind the success patterns of what you think success for you should be. See the fame and recognition that you desire coming to you. Mentally see yourself living like a rich person, going to the best hotels, dining in beautiful restaurants, living in a fine home, furnished magnificently, joining the clubs and associating with the social set you have mentally chosen. Project the telecosmographs of the talents you want to develop: writing, painting, inventing, composing, carrying out big business ventures. Picture your body being healthy and strong and yourself living as long as you wish, growing younger every day. Envision yourself surrounded by loved ones and winning and holding the love of your friends, Hold the mental picture of others claiming your talents are great and that you're important in your field. Use the telecosmogram I discover to lead to great achievement. Number 6, I discover. I now program into my higher mind that I shall discover and unfold new and original creative forms that can help the world and benefit me. I discover my own latent powers of mind. I project creative intelligence into my life and shape it in the image of success, riches, and fulfillment. I discover the hidden secrets for making money that rich men have used throughout the ages. I discover the golden Midas touch that will cause me to release the golden nuggets of thought and convert them into money and its material and physical equivalents. When you use the keywords I discover to trigger the above telecosmograms to your subconscious mind, you will set into motion all the automatic mechanisms of invention, chemical formulas, new discoveries in science, original products, and combinations of old materials that produce something new and original, like plastic or nylon. Plastics, George. Program the keywords I discover with the following telecosmographs to your higher mind for immediate action in building your own personal fortune. See yourself discovering something new that will add to the comfort or advancement of the world. Visualize yourself inventing some useful object or refining and improving an old one, and you will make $1 million. Project the mental picture that you will open a chain store that will give something useful to the public. Colonel Sanders projected this telecosmograph with his Southern Fried Chicken, and he has made millions. Release this telecosmogram for money and possessions. Number 7, I claim. I now program my subconscious mind that the universe and all therein are mine by divine right. I now claim all the good things of life. I claim the natural resources of the world where true riches reside. I claim the public parks as my own estates. I claim the riches of all the art galleries and museums as being created especially for my use and enjoyment. I claim all the public libraries wherein is stored the wisdom of the ages and which is intended for my enrichment intellectually. I claim the public transportation systems of buses, subways, trains, and trolley cars, knowing they were created for me to use. I claim the theaters, motion picture houses, TV and radio programs where I may turn a switch and receive millions of dollars worth of entertainment in one single evening. I claim my inheritance from the Divine Father who created all these things for my own personal use and enjoyment. I give thanks for all these free blessings and gifts which enrich me as much as though I were a potentate of the Far East. Project for your telecosmographs to go with the above telecosmographs the following pictures. See yourself staking out a claim on gold, silver, jewels, and other precious gifts that are in the universe. See yourself wearing the finest clothes, living in the best surroundings, enjoying the finest foods, riding in the costliest automobiles. Project yourself on airplane flights to glamorous foreign lands. See yourself associating with international figures in a social set with you that you mentally choose as being the right one for you. A lawyer who had been losing many of his civil lawsuits was wondering what was wrong with him. He came to a few of our lectures and learned about telecosmic power. He began to project the keywords I claim with the mental telecosmograph. I shall win my next half-dozen cases. I shall receive awards that are just. I shall make more money this year than for the past 2 years. As he projected these telecosmographs, his subconscious mind began to work them out satisfactorily for him. He won his next 6 cases and was awarded $100,000 in an accident negligent case for his client. Within 1 year, his income soared unbelievably, and he was on his way to perfect living. An aging movie actress whom I advised when she was young had been neglected by Hollywood for some years. She sought me out again to find out why in her middle age she should have such a decline in fortune. I projected telecosmographs that this former star would receive calls from producers immediately for new roles in TV and motion pictures. She used the words I claim, flashing the telecosmographs. I see myself before the cameras. I will receive a contract for a leading role in TV that will last for some time. Within 2 weeks, this actress received a call from a producer for a leading character role in a motion picture that won her an Academy nomination. 1 month later, she was cast in a leading character role in a TV series, which is still running. She is now comfortably rich and no longer fears the future. A young man who came into our work in Los Angeles was broke and had no work. He began using telecosmic power and soon attracted a job selling fine curtains to middle-class homes. He needed a car and projected that he wanted nothing less than a Mercedes. A new Mercedes in America can run anywhere from $6,000 to $15,000. He claimed every Mercedes he saw on the streets, and finally one day, someone told him about a Mercedes that was for sale. It belonged to a famous singing group who were buying another car, and it was being sold for only $750. When this young man looked at the car, he saw that it had been shabbily treated, but being mechanically inclined, as motors were his hobby, he bought the car for a small down payment, put it into first-class condition, and is now riding in a beautiful, repainted Mercedes that gives him a prosperity consciousness. Amen. And that ends chapter 7. Love you guys very much. I'll get busy with the next chapter. Take care, everyone.